Hi everyone, we're beginning our program from the Sultan Pool in Jerusalem. We'll begin in just a moment. Shalom, welcome to Israeli Salad. We're beginning our program today from Arutz. This is the International Arts and Crafts Fair that's taking place here in Jerusalem. The International Arts and Crafts Fair Arutz Jerusalem was held opposite the Tower of David at the foot of the Old City Walls.
Kids enjoyed it. They really had a good time, and there's lots of kosher food and stuff which you wouldn't get in a festival anywhere else, so we enjoyed it.
It's nice, see some arts, clear your head up in a Saturday night. It's pretty nice, and the food is good.
How about the scenery, the location?
Oh, well, you can't beat that. It's in the middle of Yerushalayim, so obviously it's fantastic.
The fair, which has taken place for more than 30 years, has become a tradition in Jerusalem and the largest tourist attraction of the Jerusalem summer season.
We came last year. We really enjoyed it. We booked it to make sure we could come this year as well.
The fair accomplished two important things. First of all, it enabled more than 150 of the best of Israel's artists to present and sell their work to the public.
I love the atmosphere. I love the variety and the music in the background. I love the connection to the people who come. There's lots of art, and that's very pleasant. And it's of course very pleasant that it's in Jerusalem.
Secondly, it offered visitors from Jerusalem throughout Israel and abroad the opportunity to meet artists from all over the world and purchase international authentic arts and crafts.
Israel is a very beautiful country, and we enjoy to come every year for this fair because this fair we see many people with other countries. The people they really happy, and they are very friendly people, and they always open your hands from the people who come to the other countries, and I like it to represent my country, Peru.
From the Sultan Pool in Jerusalem, that's all for now. We'll be back in the studio right after this.
Israeli Salad on Facebook. The online Jewish video revolution is now on the social network. Join the INN TV Israeli Salad Group and program host Yoni Kempinski on Facebook.com.
Welcome back. Paul McCartney is coming to Israel. Nice. But our next report will be about a less renowned musical group who came to Israel. Less renowned, but in essence, and I don't want to insult the McCartney fans, much more inspiring. Let's meet the Humble Kings Project.
And we represent a group of youth in America that really love Israel, and we found that this was an effective way of showing support.
American musicians come to perform in Israel, sell tickets, and mostly go home with a decent income. The Humble Kings Project came here for a total different reason. They came to perform on the most far-flung stages in Israel. The members of the band toured military bases across Israel to boost morale among the troops.
It's very important to show support in a way that reflects the age of the people serving the Israeli army.
In America, we feel like we need to do more volunteer work to help the soldiers out.
And in America, 18, 19, 20, you're having fun. You don't have the responsibilities that these kids have. They're responsible for the lives of the people that live here. They're responsible for the safety of the whole country.
It took us a whole year to get here to tell you that you guys did great. There's no Air Force like your Air Force in the whole world.
Part of Israeli culture is the army. Almost everyone in the country, everyone you look at one point did the army. They knew, so there's a common bond that you can't experience unless you've been in the army.
This is already the second year Humble Kings Project visited Israel. Last year they were on their own. This time they were joined by the Nachal military musical band.
They're English speakers with original songs. We thought that if we perform together with them, it will help to connect to the soldiers.
We did original music that we wrote specifically for the soldiers, a mix of rock and trance and reggae, a lot of energy. We did actually 2 songs together, well, 2 songs from Israeli artists together that was covers, and the soldiers really, really enjoyed that.
It's something very valuable that Jewish musicians from the other side of the world come here to do music with soldiers.
The Humble Kings Project is the official band of the Israel Service Organization, which provides a vital boost in morale for the soldiers in the IDF. In addition to the musical support, the ISO organizes letter campaigns and other morale-boosting programs in conjunction with major corporations and schools worldwide, which enable people from all over the world to show their much-needed support for the troops in the IDF.
These are young men and young women who are very astute. And what they really need is to feel that they have the support of Am Yisrael, of the Jewish people. And the way that you get that support in a way that nobody else can do it is what the ISO is doing, which is to use the most universal mode of messaging, which is something that touches everybody's heart and everybody's soul, which is music. Music is able to do things and to heal breaches that nothing else can do. Because what it does is it warms the heart and it warms the soul. And it's something that they desperately need, and the ISO has the ability to do it.
Soldiers come up to us after the shows, they're crying, ask us, how did you guys come to us? Told us last week we had a difficult week, fighting soldiers. Last week was terrible, next week's going to be terrible. How did you guys come to us? And we say, well, we know we need to come to you guys because we want to make sure that you guys are as strong as possible.
But I've slept on the bases, and I can talk about that and talk about what it's like to eat the food and kind of, at least for a little bit, live like a soldier. So I feel that now I understand more and that I have a stronger connection, so that when I do make Aliyah, I'll feel right at home here.
Eventually down the line, of course, I plan to make Aliyah. I'm a Jew. I believe that all Jews should live in Israel. And down the line, I'll make Aliyah.
The word klezmer comes from 2 Hebrew words, kli, instrument, and zemer, song. The word klezmer refers to Hasidic and Ashkenazic Jewish music, especially using instruments like clarinets, violins, and accordions. The annual Klezmer Festival took place in one of the most musical cities in the world, the Galilean city of Tzfat. And who did our correspondent Yair Peled meet at the fest? You'll probably recognize the news anchor at the beginning of the report.
Elliot Coe here. We're standing in the magnificent city of Tzfat, the ancient city. You can maybe see some of the backgrounds here and all that. It is a couple days of the annual Klezmer Festival. Klezmer is like the traditional Jewish bands, some say an early form of jazz even, and they're sprung throughout the town.
The 21st Tzfat Klezmer Festival took place in the holy northern city. The tunes and melodies filled the ancient alleyways.
We're sponsoring the Klezmer Festival, a special bama of Shlomo Kolibach's music, and there's lots of nice air and good and wonderful people coming. We're going to be making sure that we try to have the spirit of Reb Shlomo flowing through the air of Tzfat, the holiest place in the north, and together with all the people that are here, we'll be promoting Reb Shlomo's message of love and brotherhood through the whole world.
It's developed into many different areas of music, and maybe it's changed from what originally the klezmer was, klezmer. Klezmer is the klezmer, the vessel of the song, which is the instrument of the song. And today it's used as a vessel, as a way of communicating the souls of our people, Am Yisrael, with the songs which we love and we know, or instinctively or historically or whatever, and we come together to sing and praise Hashem and come close to each other.
At the festival, we meet an authentic klezmer band from Bucharest. Most of the performances were outside on free stages. Thousands packed the Tzfat pedestrian mall, and there were musicians at almost every corner. This guy, Mordechai from Safsufa, is selling jugs, but he's also drumming on them. Why? Because these are musical jugs.
The town is booming. I can tell you, I've never seen Tzfat this full of people, and it is really amazing to see.
On the one hand, the festival featured lots of good old traditional klezmer music. On the other hand, new modern original Jewish music was on stage as well. After all, in a few generations, some of these rock songs may be part of the Jewish music repertoire.
If you haven't been here in a while, I really recommend you to pay a visit to Tzfat. And if you're out of the country, make sure you get to Israel soon. This is Elliot Coe for INN TV News.
Thanks, Elliot. During the last week of the summer vacation in Israel, most camps, concerts, events, and fairs were already over. And so the parents needed some solutions for their kids who were still at home. Many municipalities organized cultural events for the end of the vacation. We joined one of these events in Jerusalem.
Who knows why I, the zebra, wear pajamas?
At the end of the summer vacation, as parents searched desperately for activities for the kids, a festival took place in Jerusalem. The event honored original Hebrew children's songs. The songs were the inspiration for the activities, the workshops, and the shows.
We're here at the Bell Park in Jerusalem. The event is called The First Song. The concept comes from the book First Songs. Everything is connected to children's songs. We brought facilities and attractions for the whole family.
Each activity was related to a specific song. This one was inspired by a song about building blocks.
As you can see here, the children are building, and whoever builds the tallest wins. We hold carpentry workshops for children and parents. Working together is very good for the relationship, and it's also lots of fun for the kids to work with actual wood.
Please send your comments, ideas, and questions to the Israeli Salad email, yoni@israelnn.com, or leave a message on the Israeli Salad voicemail at international dialing code 972-3918-5554. That's 972-3918-5554.
Okay, that's our last summer vacation Israeli Salad. We'll be back next week with a back-to-school edition. Join us again then. From all of us here at INN TV, Arutz Sheva, Shalom.